I can finally give you my success story, a success story that seemed impossible, yet when persisted was inevitable. I had been trying to manifest my SP for quite some time now. There was a third party that I manifested out of fear of losing them. For months, I did technique to technique. I believed in the law, but when it came to my SP, it seemed so hard to grasp. I was indecisive. I looked for answers. I would read posts every day, which drove me to keep going. I would go to YouTube, and watch so many tubers and having their insights to form my assumption. Long story short, they were all wrong. I was wrong. Then when I finally had enough. You do so much and you get sick of it. I got honest with myself. Was a relationship really what I wanted? I went back to old texts to find out where my head was, and I remembered I was focused on marriage because I knew she was the one I was going to marry. Then and there, I knew my answer. At this point, I was tired of reacting to the 3D and trying to force results only to see otherwise. But I heard a whisper when I got honest. I heard it say, "That is my wife." That's when I knew I was on the right path. I read the law, and the promise, and after reading it I sat down and made the scene that implied my marriage. It was I'm sleeping with my wife and her saying, "I love you. You are my perfect partner." Night after night, I persisted in the scene. At first, I viewed the scene in the now, but after rereading again, I needed to think from the scene. So I viewed the scene with fulfillment and satisfaction. That it was something that had already happened. I looped the scene, and every time I brought myself back to the scene, I said to myself, "That is my wife." It was complete and utter silence. Hell, she never contacted me. Well, today, she contacted me. She asked me, what about her did I see? Well, I told her a lot of things. She cried and admitted that she loved me. That she wants to spend her life with me. I, however, was not surprised because I knew this was coming. I knew it was finished. All it took was 9 days of persisting. Some said it was impossible. Some said use this technique to get her. But God said, it is finished. Therefore the 3D will reflect. Once, I knew I was God, it was inevitable. What can we learn from this? Be honest with yourself about what you want. Neville said to imagine beyond your wildest dreams. Get specific. If it's marriage with a weird king, or a new job where you are happy, then think from it. Another solid advice. Read the material and get off Reddit, as someone once told me. Reread it till it sinks. Hold fast to the scene and deny what is opposite. For the journey of myself isn't over, but it is in the right direction. For a relationship is only the middle and marriage is inevitable. Nothing is impossible with God. The biggest game changer was getting out social media and reading the material. Someone gave me tough love, but it was the push I needed to actually get serious. Get off Reddit, read the material, apply the material. For the people struggling with visualizing, narrate your scene and your brain will add images. When you get honest, that's when you felt fulfilled. All relationships end in marriage. That's why Neville never dabbled in relationships. He skipped past and went straight to marriage to the woman who bears his name. We overcomplicate it so much. The Law and the Promise was a game changer for me when I read it and it resonated with me. No more forcing affirmations in my head, but a scene that implies it is finished is much more compelling.